Hey guys, so it's raining, it's shitty outside, and I'm going to be doing a vlog today. I'm going to the cancer center today. I have been holding this off for a while now just because I've been trying to live my best life and just remain in like a positive headspace, not entertain negative thoughts. But my doctor, who's been treating my aplastic anemia for the past 2 years now, he was like, all right, Stephanie, like it's time you need to go see your transplant doctor. Clearly your response to the treatment and everything hasn't been ideal, and we need to have like a plan B in place in case things head south with your numbers. He didn't say that exactly, but I know that that's what he meant. Yeah, I've just been avoiding going to the transplant doctor because to me that's really final and scary, and I've just been trying to pretend that like everything's gonna be okay and like I'm gonna get better and I'm gonna have a full recovery, not just like a partial recovery. But you know, it's been 2 years now with aplastic anemia. I've been through 1 relapse. I have been in remission, but it hasn't been good. My blood levels are still pretty bad, and I've just been like living with these bad numbers and taking a really high dose of immunosuppressive drugs. I am just going there now. I ordered myself a smoothie and I'm gonna go pick it up at the smoothie place down the street, and it's shitty weather and I'm kind of nervous because I don't know, I'm like a little crazy I think, but anytime the weather is shitty and I am going to the hospital, it's never like a good sign. Like I always feel like I get bad news or bad numbers when it's like raining or shitty outside. So I'm really hoping that that's not the case today. I had a pretty crappy weekend. I ended up getting a really bad migraine and I just felt really tired, and I just had like this weird ominous feeling like, oh my god, something's wrong. But maybe it's just me being crazy and paranoid, so I don't know. We will see. So I at least tried to like make myself look okay. Like I put on makeup and I put on like a cute outfit. Sometimes maybe the doctors will be more positive if they see that you look okay. Like, oh, she doesn't look like she's really sick, let's not do the transplant. You know, that's the way that I think. I'm going by myself. I don't like to take any people with me when I go for these hospital visits. Most people like need the support of friends and family when they go to a place, especially a place like a cancer center. Me, no. I just like to go by myself. I like to just like zone out and be in my own head and talk my way through it. I can't stand having other people there. It drives me crazy. I'm gonna go and hopefully I get some good news, and I'm gonna just be honestly 100% vlogging this entire experience. Obviously not like when the doctor's in the room because I don't think that's allowed, but yeah. About to have a smoothie. I've been obsessed with these. They're like 180 calories for a small, and they taste like candy. I just had my blood drawn, and now I am waiting for my doctor to come in. It'll probably be like an hour before I know any blood test results, and my hair looks ridiculous. Oh my gosh. So it's gonna be a little while. I'm just gonna be sitting here and waiting and probably stressing out. I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I used to go get blood work like 2-3 times a week, sometimes even more. Now I only get it every 3 weeks. And it doesn't get any easier. Like you think that you've been doing this for 2 years, that it just all of a sudden is going to be less scary, but you always worry about like something going wrong or getting bad news. The days when you get blood work, it's like this just looming fear that you have. Usually, you know, I'll just try to keep a positive mindset, pray, or I'll try to like communicate with my dad. God, Dad, do you have any power over blood test results? Because if you do, like, maybe pull some strings. So that was interesting. I am so glad to be out of there. Oh my god, I was there from, okay, it's 4:20 right now. I was there since 1:30. Oh, that's what, I'm really bad at math. 3 hours, that's a long ass time. And now I'm gonna go get myself some lunch because I'm in New Haven, and I'm gonna go to my favorite little vegetarian place and go get myself a falafel pita. And I'm gonna just like reflect on that meeting with the doctor. I'll fill you guys in once I have some food in me because like I'm so out of it right now. I'm not gonna do the update here. I feel like it's just not a good place to like tell you guys about my health and the state of my health. But this is my view. So pretty. So I just got home, got dressed, and now I feel like myself again. So today was a very momentous day. It was like my first official time meeting with my transplant doctor, and I'm gonna just give you guys a little brief rundown of what happened. My blood counts are stable and they are low. They are still considered abnormally low. It's been 2 years since I was diagnosed with aplastic anemia, and it sometimes doesn't feel like the battle has been won. It doesn't feel like my whole journey is over just yet. Like I'm still fighting this. I'm a little bit over it. Like I'm so over being sick. That's literally how I feel though. I'm done feeling sorry for myself, and I'm done just thinking of myself as a sick person. I think of myself as a person who is just doing their best to try to live as much of a normal life as possible, but I've just been pushing and pushing myself, and sometimes it's okay to just go easy on yourself and say, okay, you know what, I did my best today, but today my body just was not having it. During the appointment, the doctor basically reiterated everything I had already known up until this point, and that is that I do not have a bone marrow match that is viable at the moment. If I was to be faced with an absolutely urgent life or death scenario, like for example, my liver or my kidneys not being able to handle the immunosuppressive drugs that I'm on right now, or if for some reason the immunosuppressive treatment stops working and my blood counts start to drop again, those would be situations when I would have to consider having a bone marrow transplant with a mismatched donor. The risks of that are very, very great. I asked him for a number and he said that it has a 50-60% success rate. So that is not really an ideal number. So we are just holding off on doing any kind of transplant. Of course, if I had a full match or a full sibling match, I would want to go forward with the bone marrow or stem cell transplant, but it's just not worth me risking my life right now because my life is not in any immediate danger. And I guess right now the doctors are just trying to do whatever is best for me and whatever they can to prolong my life as long as they can. And so I am just going to continue my immunosuppressive therapy. I am going to continue living this life that I'm living, which is not bad at all. I'm actually doing really, really well. Like mentally, I'm very good, and health-wise, I think I'm doing really well, and that has just been based off of me not drinking anymore and exercising 5-6 days a week. Like I'm really, really taking control of my body as much as I can. It was a good appointment. It was less scary than I thought it was going to be. I know I've been holding this off and putting it off for such a long time, but I'm glad that I finally just went and talked to the transplant doctor and got some valuable knowledge about what might be happening in the future. One scary thing, however, that is something that weighs on me all the time is that the longer that I have aplastic anemia, the more at risk I am of developing myelodysplastic syndrome, which is pre-leukemia, AML, which is acute myeloid leukemia, and a lot of people with aplastic anemia. And it's something that I know a lot of people in my support group have had to deal with. So it's just something that kind of weighs on me, but hopefully is not something that I will have to deal with at all. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I wanted to take you guys with me to the hospital because I know that I don't really talk about my disorder as often anymore, and that's just because I try not to think about it that much, but it's still there. It's still a big part of my life. It's still something that I struggle with a lot, and just because I'm not talking about it on my YouTube channel doesn't mean that the problem has disappeared and now my life is amazing and yay, everything's good. So this was just a little reminder that I still got stuff going on. So I've asked you guys in previous videos, but I'm gonna ask you again. If you're not a part of the bone marrow donor registry, I have a special link with which you can sign up. And I highly encourage you guys to go over to bethematch.org, do your research, see if this is something that you would be interested in doing. It's a small amount of time and a small amount of pain in exchange for saving somebody's life. And you may be my match, you may be somebody else's match, you might match with a young child dying of leukemia, you might match with somebody who has a genetic bone marrow disorder. I mean, the list goes on. You can help so many people, not just myself. And all it takes to join the registry is to go onto the website and have them send you a swab kit in the mail. Once you receive the swab kit, all you do is just brush it around your cheek. In order to collect a tissue sample, you put it back in the box, you send it back, and it's as easy as that. They will let you know if you've been matched with somebody. So I will always keep on reminding you guys, go join the bone marrow registry if that is something that you feel is right in your heart. And of course, I would really appreciate it very much as well. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys are having a good start to your week. I will talk to you very soon, and I love you. Bye.